everyone. So, I'm here to give an update on what I have done since my last video. So, since the patent is pending right now, the next thing I wanted to work on was getting the trademark for the name of the product. So, I actually did that myself. So, I was super proud that I was able to navigate that. It took me about an hour or so, just because it was hard trying to find where to start submitting the application. So that took me a little bit, but once I got into the application, I felt it was pretty self-explanatory. I did have to look up a couple things just to make sure I understood what the question was asking me, but I was able to do that. So of course you see that total has changed. So the trademark name is in the works. That's currently pending. That's going to take a while because I just did this, I would say about a week ago, and they're still looking at trademark applications from January. So you do the math. But I'm excited. I got it done. And now I'm moving on to the prototype. I am so ready to physically hold this idea in my hands and see that it is functional. And I put out a couple emails to some of the local manufacturers here. They're known for doing big projects for like the military, stuff like that. But I was like, the only way I can find out if they're willing to do it is if I ask. I did that, and out of the 6 emails I sent out, I got 1 response back. 1 is all you need. So I gave them like a little bit of detail without going too in depth, just to kind of let them know like, hey, this is a small thing. I'm just looking for some prototypes. And they was like, you know what? Send us the NDA and we'll take a look at what you have and go from there. So they signed the NDA. I went ahead and sent them the drawings of the product as well as some pieces from my patent application that kind of describes like a basic materials breakdown. I did let them know I have no experience with this, so I am open to any suggestions that they have to make sure that this is functional. And so I'm just waiting to hear back from them. But I was just so happy that I was able to find someone local. That way we can actually meet in person and I can actually touch some of the things that they're going to use, get some of that feedback. I am working on 2 prototypes, 1 for use and then 1 for show. So once I get that, I will be looking for someone specifically to test my product out, give me some feedback, because we want to make sure that it's functional and cost effective. So based off of that, I'm super excited about this next part. The goals that I've wanted to reach at this point have went fairly smoothly. There were a couple bumps in the road, but obviously it was nothing I couldn't handle. So I'm super excited. I really feel like this would not be possible at this point if it wasn't supposed to happen. I feel like it would have been like a hard stop at some point, like, you know what, I tried, let's move on to the next idea. Because your girl is retiring early, okay? I'm not going to be in this workforce until I'm 65. I said that from the very beginning. 65, So I am super happy about where I am right now. I am just having to be patient, because that is definitely the hardest part of this whole process. Even though I know how long this will take, I'm still like, I wonder, should I check to see if there's an update? So I'm learning patience in this moment. But any little detail that I do, I'm going to make sure I do a video about. It won't be every week at this point, but I did add something to my channel. I added food. It was going to be some point where I was going to do that. So I do have a playlist of just some food that I've enjoyed so far. I have a lot of food videos in my phone right now. I'm just trying to figure out how to upload them to YouTube. But some of the things that my husband does in that small kitchen, I gotta showcase it. I may cook a little meal every now and then, but that man is truly a home chef. He truly is. So I'm excited to show some of the things that he make. But with that being said, never give up on your dream. Never be afraid to fail. Just don't put yourself in a bind where you're unable to take care of business. That is the only advice that I have for today. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week.